But I hear that some of the fight scenes, when you were doing them, they didn't quite go to plan. Is that right?
Are you talking about when I got hit in the mouth?
Yes, that one, yeah.
You know, acting is a great job. You get health care, they drive you to work, you get free meals. Every once in a while, you get hit in the mouth. Small price to pay.
Yeah, very small price.
But there's so many brilliant stunts. Did you try any out for yourself?
Overwhelmed by how many people it takes to make a film like this, how much craftsmanship, just the amount of people it takes to make a gray man. It takes a village.
Amazing. Well, look, I know that in the past you've been able to keep stuff from your films. You've been able to keep a motorbike and a car from other movies. Did you manage to take anything from this one?
I kept the tracksuit. It's great for you know, for high stakes action, and it's also good for chilling.
Although that must be terrible if the postman comes over and he's just watched The Grey Man and he's like, oh my God, there's a spy.
That would be weird for him.
Yeah, it would be very weird.
I didn't consider the postman when I took the tracksuit.
Well, you're actually laughing if you kept anything from any of yours.
Yeah, I've got a small capsule from Apollo 13, a miniature one that we used to float down. I actually donated it to the Academy Museum, so it's sitting there now.
That is so cool. And Ryan, we have to talk about, of course, the Barbie film. And it looks incredible. My question is, did you ever think a photo of you in fluorescent rollerblades would become the biggest picture on the planet?
No, I didn't.
We're just seeing it right now, though. Look at that. Not many people can pull that off. What did your wife, Eva, make of it? What did she think of the look?
She's been very supportive. She's supporting my Kenergy. She turned she started a hashtag, that's my Ken.
Oh.
See?
Which I thought was meant a lot to me.
And Ryan, is there anything that you're allowed to tell us about the Barbie film just yet?
You know, I can tell you that I think Gray Man would be Ken's favorite movie.
Yeah. Perfect. I mean, we absolutely, love some of the pictures. And, of course, the new Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa, he's in it. We saw your T-shirt earlier on. What was it like working with him?
Ncuti, I am such a big fan of Ncuti's. He's the coolest. And him playing Doctor Who is, like, the most exciting thing that's happening right now. So I'm here for it.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And, of course, more big action films from you now that we've seen you in The Grey Man. What about Grey Man 2?
Yeah, I really loved making action. It was, I always wanted to do this since I was a kid. It took a while to find the right one. Working with the Russos is obviously, I couldn't have had a better team. And, it's after you've done it, it's hard. It kind of beats standing around and talking.
Yeah.
Feels like you're not doing enough.
I mean, Ron, genuinely, obviously going back to that question, if you were to cast Ryan in a film, you said you'd kind of want him serious. Would you do him action?
Oh, well, sure. But I mean, Ryan has incredible range, and he's demonstrated that. He makes a lot of he takes a lot of chances. Yeah. He's creative. He gets involved, and he's he's willing to go out there on a limb, and he always delivers. So it's a little embarrassing to say here in front of him on television.
Sorry.
I'm so glad
he's one of those. He's one of those guys. He's got all kinds of range.
See, I think we need to make this happen, don't we?
Definitely.
Right
definitely.
here.
You guys need a piece of the action if we ever sort this out.
It's like a dating show for actors and directors.
Well, I think so.
That's what we were trying to get at, and also get the 20% out of it at the end. And Ryan, I do just want to quickly ask as well, because obviously Ron's made so many incredible movies. If you could have been in one of Ron's movies of years gone by, which one would you?
When the CIA's most skilled operative accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, a psychopathic former colleague puts a bounty on his head, setting off a global manhunt by international assassins. Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans star in this action-packed, globe-trotting adventure, along with Ana de Armas, Regina Page, Jessica Henwick, Wagner Moura, Danush, Alfred Woodard, and Billy Bob Thornton. Now, it's easy to tell that both Gosling as Six and Evans as Lloyd are not necessarily good guys because they have facial hair. I mean, if they were innocent, they'd be clean shaven, right? I mean, isn't that the villain trope that movies typically use? Well, either that or the facial hair denotes a more serious persona. Regardless, though, Evans is still doing his best to break away from his heroic Captain America role by playing the antagonist of this story. And this story is pretty basic and mostly uninteresting. We have a bad guy who wants something, and when he doesn't get it, he sends in more bad guys to retrieve the thing. As motivation, the bad guys kidnap someone that's important to the protagonist, leading to a hunt and chase as the good guy races to rescue the kidnappee. Now, the overall story will most likely remind you of Taken, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely is a familiar story.